Hello everyone, thank you for joining me here today, and this is gonna be a reading for Capricorn, the earth sign Capricorn. So without further delay, I'm just gonna jump right into it. Not gonna take that, was not ready. Okay, let's see. There's like two flipper right there. Excuse me. Alright, we are all ready. Oh. Hold on, guys, I just need to put it. Okay, cool. Let's see what we have. We got, oh wow, look at this. We got devil with 5 of Wands, like your card. The first card is your element, devil, and then we got 6 of Cups. Okay, why do I feel like, I mean my readings are not specifically for love or whatever, you know, it's like whatever it doesn't have any direction, like fixed direction. I just pick up on energy, and it could be any kind of reading, but for some reason I'm feeling like this gonna be something, a reading revolves around relationship. So are you trying to fight some habits or the ways you deal with people, or people in specifically people you have connection or special kind of, you know, like in love, let's say, like how you deal with them and how you approach that. Are you fighting your the way you do things in that realm, in that segment of your life? Are you fighting? Are you really conflicted about your own way of doing things? Are you reconsidering and reflecting on how you did things in past, and what did not turn around the way you wanted, or not even not like wanted, you know, otherwise, oh, I want this, I get this, then where is the fun? The, you know, like the struggle, I think, has to be there. But it's not like what you wanted, you did not get it, but you feel like there is a lot of trouble in past, not necessarily a negative way, but there is a lot of trouble that you felt in past in relation to love, or in relation to some kind of intimate relationship, that right now you are reevaluating your own approach to those kind of segments of your life. It's not that you feel that there is something, it's not that you think that, oh, I need to fix this, I need to fix that. I don't think you're coming from that kind of fixing kind of mentality. You are coming from, you are like really taking a close look of your own behavioral pattern in relationship, and you are trying to put like 2 and 2 together and trying to figure out what was I actually doing in that scenario. You're really reflecting on it, and I think you are coming to an understanding that there is certain area that you may have a tendency to overdo it sometimes. The thing is here, I want to make it very clear. When you say overdo or any kind of quantitative or qualitative kind of bar when you set for any kind of behavior, those things are very subjective. What is overdue for you may not be overdue for me. So when I'm saying I'm not standardizing your action, I'm not generalizing your action or trying to judge you on the basis of that. What I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to communicate here is that you yourself coming while you're doing this, going through this reflection phase, you yourself coming to an understanding that maybe there are some pockets of your like this relationship behavior pattern that you have done in past. Maybe in some pockets you have do overdo a little thing, maybe over indulgence, or maybe over like this emotional dependency, you know maybe some pockets of areas, like you kind of went a little overboard, and that caused you a lot of conflicts and trouble in your life. Because I feel like that in general you are you are kind of you like a you are more geared towards a spiritual kind of love where there is a lot of understanding, so you don't have to flush out every word to other person for them to understand. You like that kind of understanding where silence can take over a little bit over words, where two-person can understand each other and sync each other emotionally so well that they don't have to flush out everything. And you like that kind of serenity, that kind of calmness in relationship where there is some kind of compliment, like obviously complimenting, but like some kind of relaxation is there, not all the time hyperactive. But I feel like because in your past relationship you have gone a little overboard in some areas, and that caused you a lot of drama and lot of high tension activities which you did engage with because it at that time it came to you as a flow. But now when you are looking back on this, you really feel like that that kind of activities, that kind of actions, and that kind of behavior within you and with other significant other, it really exhausted you at some point, which you did not realize at the time. You just went with the flow, but now while you are reflecting it, you feel that exhaustion setting on you. And I feel like with Six of Cups, like I feel that you are going through this kind of reflection because something has triggered you, and this something could be here. I feel like that it is you are connecting with a person who you feel deeply, and you feel like that you guys are like connected very ethereally, like like something beyond explanation, something beyond that this quote unquote real understanding. It feels to you like something that has a long, like larger than life kind of bonding with you or connection with you, which you cannot really comprehend within the understand that 3D understanding. And because the connection is so strong, that the person that you are connecting with at present, it's kind of forcing you to look into your past behavior. And while you are reflecting on your past behavior, on past relationship, you are coming to an understanding that there are certain moments you have that tendency to submit to certain kind of action or activities that you do not usually get engaged with. Like high drama or high dependency or constant checking on each other. It's like insecurity driven kind of actions that you might have done. Okay, I want to say one more thing. There is nothing, I don't see anything wrong in that. Insecurity driven, you know we 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 don't have to be all the time 365 24/7, in our whatever highest form, all the time secure, all the time powerful, all the time confident. No, then that would be extremely exhausting. So having those kind of downwards and upwards and combination of those kind of moods and behavior is actually teaches us a lot. So there is no negative feelings, like, oh, insecurity driven is something bad or something. No, it teaches us so many things. All those kind of different experiences that we go through, that gives us so much of different flavor of life. Anyway, I need to mention that I don't want to generalize any kind of people's emotion and categorize them as a positive or negative. Anyway, so, and then we got Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so I feel like while this bond that you feel like that the bond you feel with this person, you feel like that it has been there even before you came on earth. It's like something that predisposed and pre-structured or pre-designed beyond your control, and you feel that strong connection to this person. And while that kind of forcing you or encouraging you or inspiring you to look into your own behavior, while you are doing that, you are also recognizing that sometimes you have that tendency to put other person, specifically if you are in love with them, if you have a strong emotion for them, you put them on a pedestal. You feel like that you idolize them in a certain way. From distance, you idolize the idea of being with them, idea of them as a being, and because you sometimes you do that, you realizing that because this kind of you put them in a you kind of let them have a little bit of power over you, because you kind of admired them so much, the idea of them. So that kind of sometimes control your action or behavior towards the situation, and sometimes that kind of power dynamics creates a little bit of toxic, a little bit of uncontrollable situation, and you find yourself in a very dramatic situation that is not really what you want at the soul level, and you feel exhausted. You are coming to realization all these kind of things. I don't think you have realized all these things before. You when you were in this past relationship or situationship or whatever, you felt that something is not really vibing in its full potential, something is not really vibing as you want them to vibe, but you never really realized that why that is. But I think because this relationship is so important to you and you want to really understand your own pattern, because it really put you in a lot of frustration and depression in last and previously. So you are really understanding this pattern of yours, catalyzed by this connection of that you are having with this person currently. Okay, let's see what you got. We got two cards. Oh wow. I got very happy with this. We got Five of Cups in reverse and High Priestess. Okay, I'm gonna put it here. Can you see though? Okay, let's put it. Yeah, so like, and while you are doing this, while you are going through all this kind of understanding and realization of your own behavior and own history, you are you are you are coming out of these feelings. You are coming out of these feelings that, oh, and what just happened to me, oh, I just lost this connection, or some kind of feeling of loss or something. You're coming out of that because you are, those are the, you are not, because you are not judging them externally, because you are really going within and you are judging them internally, and you realizing while you are going internal, while you are really syncing with your emotion and your intuition and what you really want internally at the soul level. When you are going there, because you are going there, because through this process, this is, by the way, this reading is pretty, it's pretty heavy lifted, like, because you are doing a lot of internal work. Whosoever I'm connecting with, you are doing a lot of internal work, and while you are going internal, while you are connecting, vibing with your, syncing with your intuition and senses, you realize that those things that you thought that, okay, you are with that feeling of loss, that feeling of heartbroken and all these things over past relationship or past people or group of people or any kind of situation, you feeling like that, those kind of, that feeling of loss came because you are judging them externally. What I mean by that, you are judging them. Oh, I did not get that. Oh, I did not get this. Oh, that person did not really respect me in this way. I wanted to do that, but the relation between how you got hurt, it's completely driven by these external factors, their behavior, their wordings, their actions. Everything is there coming from them. So that's, you are putting stop, because this realization is actually making you realize also that it how, of course, how they behave to you, of course that affects you, but it's you are coming to a realization how you felt, how you really felt, soulful level, soul level, how you really intuitionally, like intuitively felt. And when you are getting there, you really feel like that it was not that, it was not that strong. You never really connected with any of those in that level. You just got bothered by this external drama, and that kind of like drained you a lot. But now you're connecting with some person, or some, connecting with someone which is very much internally driven, which is like not like, oh, oh, if I you are not judging them on the base on material prospect. Like, what I mean by that, you are not judging the, oh, that person can give me happiness, or that person can give me stability, so I need to be with that person. So you are not thinking like that, because you are not focusing on that, how that person can fulfill you. You are going internal and you are going intuitively, you are syncing with your own intuition and senses. So you are asking, how can I give myself happiness, how can I be happy, whatever happiness means to you. That's very important. Happiness is not a standard definition. Everybody has a different way of feeling happy and joy. Whatever gives you happiness, whatever gives you contentment, whatever gives you settlement and stability and security, you are trying to find that, trying to get sync with that internally with yourself first, before you go out and be with this person, because you realize that you are not depending on other person to define how you feel, or how your life gonna be, how stable or happy is gonna be. You are finding that you're realizing that this, in, like, you have to find that within first. Then then you are not gonna be dependent on other. Then you are not gonna be dependent on, I'm not saying that, okay, here we are a human social being. We have needs. We need people needs people. Simple as that. We need others. Others activity directly or indirectly influence us, make our, dictate our own activities. So there we are not autonomous entities just floating around in the space. I'm not saying that, but having that confinement, having that understanding internally that you can not control, you can in sync with your own intuition to know what makes you happy and what makes you secure and what makes you what you want to feel. That comes from within. That's a huge realization you are going through right now. Okay, let's say this reading is very spiritual, it's very internal and spiritual. Okay, the Knight of Swords. Okay, now I feel like that you are after this energy, after dealing with this internal energy, you're externally, you are completely ready. You are charging. I'm pretty sure I'm getting these feelings. You are charging towards this relationship or towards this connection, which was kind of on hold for a long period of time, because you need to go through this kind of energy first. You need to deal with this kind of internal question and reflection that you have been going through. So you have to take care of that, of course, right? And externally now, after this, you are gonna be charging, like you are charging with like full confidence and full clarity. You are charging, this person is really confident and is like, they know like what they know, and they trust that, because and you can trust that because now you have synced with your internal intuition and senses. So now you know what you know. You are not really doubtful by all this external logic and fact and rationale. You are because you are asking now. You are not asking externally, you are asking yourself internally, and you are getting the answer and you are trusting it, because that's, you feel like, okay, that is it, this is it, this is how I feel and this is it. You're trusting that, and that kind of giving you a boosting your confidence, boosting your this agility, and boosting you this vibrancy, and you are just charging forward towards this person with all this clarity and everything. This is really nice, like how this is very, very thoughtful of you, that you've gone through, like, before, maybe in past, you just, like jump into things like little too quickly, but this time, because it really matters to you, because it's really important to you, so you took your time, and you are taking your time, whatever situation you are in, whether you're taking or took or gonna take, but this is really thoughtful of you, that, like, because you want to come clean to that person, you want to come clean, you want to show, you want to, when you're going to present yourself to them, you want to be completely yourself. You don't want to, because you don't want to confuse anybody anymore. You just want to enjoy the connection has to offer, and not bothered by this internal conflict, so that you really want to enjoy this kind of truthful connection with another human being can bring. You are really thirsty for that kind of experience right now, and that's why you want to clearing out anything that can hinder this kind of experience for you to have that kind of experience. Let's say. What else we have? What else we have? Also, with devil card, I feel like you feel that this person, like that person you are currently connecting with is really, you like feel like, oh my god, this like you just love them so much. That the connection is so truthful to you, so honest, that you never feel like that. It's like almost like this kind of ultimate lover's card, and you don't want to bring something to this union that will hinder really experiencing each other in a truthful way. So that's a really, really thoughtful action that you took. Okay, there's nothing coming up. I'm just gonna, let's see if we can get another one. Oh wow, then something come up. Oh, okay, so we got 3 of them. So we got Sun, then we got 6 of Wands, and then you got King of Swords and Reverse. So okay, so what you are trying, while you are charging with confidence and with knowing that what you want to do with this clarity, you are charging, you are like, okay, I'm just gonna put it like this. You are like, you are shredding all these things. You are dropping your pride, you're dropping your high boosted ego, because 6 of Wands, sometimes it can be too prideful approach towards certain situation. You are dropping everything. You are being completely honest. And you are like no ego driven conversation. It's you want straightforward but very honest and like heart to heart, no pretension, no competition between like of who is bigger and who is more powerful, like those kind of things that you used to have before, putting others on a pedestal and giving them the power dynamics, like that. Here it's like something which is like so it's like, I don't know, it's like a uncharted territory for you. You are coming and you are very confident, and you know that you have that back because Sun is there. Like that you got this. You got this because now and all this knowledge, all this confidence is coming from your internal intuition, because you are not asking externally, you are asking internally, and you are just getting confidence. Okay, I know what I know because my gut is saying that, and you're trusting that, and that's why you are able to drop all this ego, drop all this like cutthroat conversation where people are cutting each other just for the sake of power and feeling, just to feel powerful. You are dropping all this because you don't need all this anymore. You don't need to feel all this in order to feel secure, because now you know what you know, because you're listening to your internal intuition. And that's why everything is coming clear to you. There is no fogginess, there is nothing that is like ambivalent here. There is nothing that is gray area is a good area, because there's a lot of, it's like a non-binary space that we all need to understand. But here is not, right now you are not in that gray area. You have been, but right now with this kind of process, you are coming to full clarity and coming and charging with so much confidence and so much honesty and purity that it's just very beautiful. This turnaround, like this turnaround of your whole course of action is just beautiful. Alright, okay, I think that's it for here. I'm just gonna pull out one oracle card to okay, hold on, before that I need to change the camera. Okay, now I'm gonna pull out oracle card, so just to re-emphasize on the sublime energy that you're embodying, or subconscious energy and tonality of your mood and feelings. Okay, let's see what you have. It's not a just mere coincidence or accident. Oh, I'm not gonna take this. That we got the first card, because these two came together, is like you in your reading in the first blow. And that kind of tells, like, look at this, how much you are in your element, how much in tune you are with yourself, because you're really hashing out all these unnecessary things that have caused a lot of trouble in your life before, and which gives you a lot of experience, though, don't take me wrong, those things are important too, though. And without that, you would not even ask yourself to, reorient yourself. So I'm just saying that, it's really nice that how you are in your element so powerfully that you can do all these things. Okay, let's see. But there is nothing coming out. Okay. Okay, we got this. New direction. I cannot even. This is new direction. What did I just say? Reorient yourself. So new direction. Because you're realizing, you have been, like, and 5 and 4 is like 9, which is also very spiritual number. 9 is, it's like 9 is a number which consists of all the other numbers, so it's very wise and, and very spiritual. It's like, it's also, like 9 also to me, it's also kind of signifies that kind of wisdom, or that kind of understanding where you really understand the relational dynamics between within you and with others, like how others things related to you and how that affect you and how your action affect others, and that kind of, that we are not anonymous individual entity, how we are connecting with others, and how those kind of situation or circumstances influence us, and what kind of, in what way and which way. So those kind of understanding, is like a very spiritual and very wise kind of understanding, so you are, I feel like with new direction, like you are coming out of familiar, nesting, like if you have lived in a, like lived mean not literally, but emotionally, or even it could be literally also, under a certain kind of way of looking at life, you're coming out of that, and you're going in your own way. You are not bothered if you have a group of people to support you in your way, because because you are listening to yourself, and you know what is right for you, what is wrong, what is not, and you are going in your own way. You are redirecting, you're reorienting your own thing, the way you interact with your surroundings, and the way you interact with relationship, the way you are, and that's kind of, kind of feeding that how you're approaching this relationship or this connection that you are currently having. It's like that kind of understanding. It's like, it's not even aha moment, it's not like that kind of one moment you just understood everything, not like that. I think it came to you gradually, it came to you. It feels like this kind of energy you have been carrying around for quite a long time. It's not just, like a snap of a finger everything just changed. No, you are going through this process, you have gone through this process, or going through. Please take it as it's as it resonates with you, because somebody, for some people, maybe you guys are still going through this, and some people have already done that. So, like, take as it fits, and so anyway, so this is what you are like, you are taking this new direction, and this is beautiful that it's everything is catalyzed by, everything is propelled by this beautiful connection you're feeling towards this other person, this kind of undeniable love, which is not measured by give and take, which is so much balanced, which is so much filled with emotion and sensitivity and understanding. It's like something very ethereal. Anyway, I think that's it for you now, Capricorn. This is really nice reading. I really liking the energy that you guys are embodying. It just giving me, it's like a calming me down. It's coming and giving me a very complacent kind of energy. Anyway, okay, I will hope you guys get something out of it. And I will talk to you later. Okay, take care. Bye bye.